Good evening and welcome to the Liberty Hospital Activity Complex at Hy-Vee Field. Tonight's Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. It's the Liberty City rivalry game as it's week 2 in Missouri as Liberty North makes the short trip over to take on the Blue Jays of Liberty. Hi everybody, Kevin White, Johnny Beck, and Bethany Bowman on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Well, a historic season last year for North. They won their first ever state crown. They come in winners of 14 in a row. They won in week 1. Liberty, a lot of kids back, but they lost in week 1 as they had 5 turnovers and a loss to Lee Summit. What should we expect tonight, Johnny Beck?
Well, I think with Liberty North, their team had a close game last week, but they know each week they're going to get that team's best shot. Last week was a good example. These guys are determined to win games however they need to. Liberty turned the ball over, like you said, look to bounce back this week with the big win.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile. Let's start with the quarterback for North. That's Tillman Martin.
And he's an all-state kid, first team last year, led this team to a state championship, threw for 2,500 yards. He's bigger this year, he's more experienced. Look for him to have a big season in the passing game.
Liberty Blue Jays have a big offensive line. They want to run the football with Jackson Hicks.
And he's a guy last week had over 100 yards, so they're going to look for him tonight to get that running game going. Last year, close to 900 yards, 7 touchdowns. He's a guy that if this team's going to get going on offense, they got to look to go through Jackson.
It's the Battle of Liberty for 2024. Liberty and Liberty North on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. And we're back with the opening kickoff right after this. The Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee, proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Clear skies, beautiful night, 76 degrees. As we send it down to our sideline reporter, here's Bethany Bowman.
Thanks, guys. Well, you talked about in the open in the player profile, Jackson Hicks, not the only guy that had a big week 1, as on the other side of the ball, Liberty North, River Theory on 118 yards and a touchdown in the first game of the season for him. And so both head coaches telling me that a big focus tonight in this matchup is the run game. They want to get the run game going. They want to stop the run game. On the other side of the ball, 2 quarterbacks that are still growing into their role and learning a little bit. And so I think that ground game is going to be the most important thing here tonight.
Liberty North won the opening coin toss. They deferred their option to the second half. Big crowd, as you expect, here in a city rivalry game. That's the home side, Liberty Blue Jays side. And there you get a look at the kicker for North. That is Blue Renfro. Yes, his first name is B-L-E-U, Blue Renfro. And he is a college prospect kicker. He has a strong leg. And the wind out of the north. You got the cool temperatures tonight because there's a north wind about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And it'll be at the back of the visitors from Liberty North taking on 0-1 Liberty. North has won 6 in a row. Last win in the series, 2020 for the Liberty Blue Jays. And Blue will bomb this one to the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And we'll get our first look at the Liberty offense, pro-style offense. Connor Hatfield is their quarterback. Now, Johnny, he's an athletic kid who can throw it, but he had kind of an up and down first game as his week 1 start went. 3 touchdowns, 3 INTs.
Yeah, and that's something, week 1 to week 2, see the biggest changes, biggest improvements, kind of get the jitterbug out. Now you're out here against a rivalry team. But a chance to kind of redeem yourself week 2.
Big offensive line. The Bindle twins, Percy, Ledbetter, and Ensley. Jax Freilich, their tight end, had 3 TD catches last week. And this is the quarterback on a read option, in trouble and thrown for a loss, as that is Ryan Jensen, the defensive end, with the first tackle for a loss in the ball game, and Liberty backed up on their first down run.
You see the read option there by the quarterback, and Jensen just does a good job of staying at home. Anytime you're one of those defensive linemen, you got to make sure that your assignment's sound. Right there, Jensen with the big play behind the line of scrimmage.
33 stack defense. Ryan Jensen, a returning starter. Second down and long for the Blue Jays. Hatfield's first pass to the outside and wide, incomplete. Looking for Logan Sutton. Logan, a junior wide receiver. Also plays in the secondary as well. And now it'll be a 3rd down and 11 yards to go. Blue Jays' first drive of the game. Motion across the set. Hatfield, quarterback draw. He has good speed, and he runs for a 1st down and more across midfield. And Cheatham will track him down from behind, the strong safety, down to the 25-yard line.
And Bethany just talked about how athletic these quarterbacks are, and you see right there, Hatfield calls his own number. Looked like it's a design quarterback run, and he just takes off, and you see the speed in the open field. Got to give a lot of credit, though, to those Liberty wide receivers continuing to block all the way down the field.
55 yards and a 1st down. Hatfield had a great summer. And I say he's a dual threat quarterback who has great speed, and we saw it there. I'll run it with Mason Bindle. Said, how many Bindles have you mentioned already? Well, you got the twins on the offensive line. You got Trevor and Trenton. This is the little brother, Mason, who's a sophomore. So 3 Bindle brothers on this Blue Jay football team, led by Chad Freegon in his 14th year, 30th year at the school, all-time wins leader as the Liberty head football coach. Second down and 6 just inside the 20-yard line. Here's Hicks. Got a good surge by the offensive line, and then is pushed back as he's right near the 15-yard line, a gain of about 4, so they need a couple more yards for a 1st down.
Yeah, good hard run in between the tackles here, just putting the shoulder pads down. You see him fighting for those extra yards. Looked like he was going to get close to that 1st down. A yard and a half short, but very manageable 3rd down situation here for Liberty.
Ivy, the nose tackle with the stop. They say Hicks is one of the strongest guys on the team, pound for pound. Had nearly 900 yards and 7 touchdowns as their running back last year. 3rd down and short, Jays. And Ivy again trying to wrap up Hicks, but Hicks able to spin forward. And let's see where they're spotting it. They're going to spot it a little bit short. It's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, Ivy gets a hold of Hicks here and kind of throws him forward.
Yeah, I thought maybe that
be I don't know, half-yard short maybe.
Spin forward would get him enough, but there's Ivy, who's tied for their leading tackler in week 1, as they had a tough fight with Blue Springs South in their week 1 game, as they got the victory, but it's a tough victory. 4th down, they'll go for it. Quick hitter, and looks like they will get the 1st down. Colt Nolan comes in, big body, running back, 5'11", 200 pounds, and
see that second effort there, able
yeah, I
to
think,
kind of back his way in. To me, it looked like he picked up the 1st down, but they're gonna bring the sticks out.
Kelly Martin is your referee tonight, and he wants to bring the chain gang in for the official look.
Let's say this one's going to be a nose one way or the other, because it's right on that 13-yard line. And he's short.
Yeah, they're saying they're going to do the index card in there, Johnny, or
well,
this is close.
I mean, it's right on the line.
We'll just have to wait for Kelly Martin to signal. Ball over on downs to North, and Coach Andy Learman, who's also the defensive coordinator, got to like that defensive stop inside the red zone. He's in his 3rd year. His headshot in the crowd. 8th year at North. Led this team to a state championship last year as they went 13-1. They lost their 1st game of the year. We did that game, Johnny, at Lee Summit North. They've reeled off 14 straight since then. And got some rings. Class 6 2023 state championship.
Yeah, a lot of games last year. Liberty North playing in Rockhurst, Lee Summit North. Big games last year for these guys.
Tillman Martin out at quarterback, first team All-State. 2,500 yards passing last year. They'll keep it on the ground. This is River Therian. And Therian, Bethany mentioned, had over 100 yards and a touchdown. So they've got a good running back as well.
Looks like that was Ragland in the backfield.
Brooks Ragland, one of their leading tacklers, along with Coppinger. They'll play a 3-4 defense. Brian Van Houen, the longtime defensive coordinator for Liberty, his 25th year. Good to see Pat Hansen back, coaching for the Liberty defense as inside linebackers coach. Second down and long. Martin's first pass has the wind at his back and completes it across the 20-yard line. As coming back and making the catch is Tariq Gregory, the junior, had 2 catches last week.
It's a good clean pocket here for Martin to throw that strike. It's going to leave about a 3rd and 2 here for Liberty North.
Franklin had the coverage there. And now in the pistol formation, it'll be Martin trying to convert the 3rd down and short. First drive of the game for the Eagles. They beat Blue Springs South by a point in week 1, and they'll get it. Ragland makes the stop on Therian. And now some extracurriculars after the play. In a rivalry game, you expect that.
No flags thrown. See right there the second effort spin move. And we saw Ragland on that first play of scrimmage get that TFL right there. Not able to bring the ball carrier down, but staying active on that side of the ball.
No flags. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Martin buying a lot of time and throwing across his body and completing the pass. Jack Dayton, the senior, wide receiver, 6 foot, 180 pounds.
So you see that quarterback going to that scramble mode. Those receivers working back to the quarterback. Job there, picking up another first down.
Yeah, they gave him the 35 on the spot, and it is a first down for North. Play out of the Suburban Gold Conference, Class 6 team. Beat CBC for the state championship last year, 38-7. Here's River. Trying to exploit the right side of the defense. This offensive line, Perks, Bright, Diamond, Modi Williams, number 79, is their big dog. And there he is, running out of the screen there. All-state in football, all-state as a wrestler, 2-time state champion wrestler. As we've got our first hydration break, Ben Henson, I should say, is your right tackle. River will run the football. We'll also see Cheatham. That's some wide receivers, Gregory and Dayton. We'll also see Trey Shunden Neal. This team had 296 yards in their week 1 win over Blue Springs South. I think a lot of people were shocked that it was such a close game, but talked to Coach Lehrman and says, hey, our culture got us that win. We didn't play that good. We didn't have good execution. We did some good things, but we made some mistakes. And Johnny, you mentioned in the open, you know, when you get a state championship, you get a big target on your back when you play everybody, yeah. It's felt like the winning culture got it done. 2nd down and 7. And this play is blown up. Grady Coppinger, the linebacker, with the penetration and tackle for a loss.
He got back there in a hurry. Looks like he was in the huddle there. See him just shoot the gap, untouched, and forcing Liberty North into a long third down situation here.
And Coppinger and Ragland, the coaching staff feels like will be their leading tacklers on their 3-4 defense.
You're going to get an offsides there.
Flag is down prior to the snap.
Encroachment, defense, 5 yards, previous spot, remains, third down.
Looks like Coppinger was coming on the blitz there and just got a little antsy. Tried to jump that snap count, but Liberty North, 3rd and 4 now. A little bit more manageable situation here. See Martin pick up 2 first downs on this drive, 1 through the air, 1 on the ground. See what they choose to do here.
Martin, blitz, avoids the blitz, now will take off, and he will come up short of the first down as Martin tried to throw a shoulder in the defenders, and now there's a late flag after the play.
Well, we've got 2 flags down. We've got 1 in the backfield. It looked like somebody's helmet came off, and then you got 1 close to where the tackle was made. I have to imagine hands to the face is going to be one of these calls.
Well, Coach Lehrman said penalties, one of the things they wanted to clean up. Both coaches will mention that. Execution for week 2, but this is going to be a big one.
There are fouls by both teams. First penalty holding, offense. Personal foul, face mask, defense. Those penalties will offset after the play. Dead ball, personal foul, defense. 15 yards from the previous spot as a first down.
There is the big one right there, the 15-yard penalty.
You get the stop on 3rd down, you get the offsetting penalty, so you're thinking, okay, we're going to replay 3rd down, and then you get the penalty there at the end. You just can't have that. You got to be able to keep your emotions in check and get back to the huddle, get ready for the next play. Instead, you cost your team a first down and keeping this drive alive for Liberty North.
From the 42, Blue Jays with an offsides penalty on defense. Now the 15-yard penalty and a first down. As a new running back in the ball game. Check that, it is Matthew Barber, 5'8", 165-pound junior, low to the ground, just running off the left side, and able to get a nice gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6, so. First drive of the game. Liberty drove down, stopped on a 4th down and short play. Liberty North, their first touches of the ball game, driving down the field. Pump fake by Martin. Now will tuck and run, has some room, able to get by the defender Coppinger, and he runs for a big gain down the home or the his team's sideline. Again, after the play, players shoving each other. Emotions running high in this city rivalry game, but Martin showing off his skills as a runner, Johnny.
Yeah, you see the pocket presence there. Kind of feels that backside defensive end. And gets upfield, keeping his eyes down the field, and then makes Coppinger miss. The open field and able to pick up big yardage there and keep this drive alive for North.
Yeah, 21 yards and a first down for Tillman Martin, the first team All-Stater. He's getting offers from FCS schools, Missouri Valley schools. He's bigger and stronger. Put on a little weight, added some muscle as we got another flag down.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
But talking to Coach Learman, Martin, in the recruiting. As you know, Johnny, as you cover college sports, recruiting for high school kids has changed quite a bit with all the kids transferring now. Unless you're, a multi-star high school athlete, you might have to wait for the schools to figure out who they get in the transfer portal. This is running play to River Therian. Gets it to the 20-yard line. He'll gain a couple on the play. But according to Coach Learman, teams are starting to look at Tillman Martin. You win a state championship in Class 6 in Missouri. Like I said, Missouri Valley Schools, FCS schools right now. Checking out Tillman Martin, the 6'4", 200-pound senior, second-year starter.
Yeah, I think the advice for any high school coach now is just get in the dance. Go to college. If you can get in the transfer portal at some point, but you got to make a name for yourself.
Second down and long pass to the end zone. And a back shoulder catch for a touchdown. And that is Jackson Proden. Jackson getting the start tonight. He said this young guy, he's going to get some looks tonight. Make sure you have him on your broadcast board. And he catches a touchdown pass here in the late stages of the first quarter, and Liberty North is on the board. Lou Renfro, PAT try. Up and good. And Martin throwing his second touchdown pass of the year, but Proden, the sophomore, reels it in from Tillman Martin.
You see Martin throw it on that back shoulder, so it allows Proden to get upfield. Again, that's a timing pass right there. Martin does a good job putting the ball only where his guy can make the play. That's good coverage down the field. Just a really good throw and a really good route for the first points in this game.
A 20-yard touchdown pass to Jackson Proden. 6 foot, 165-pound sophomore. Now they list 2 7s on the roster, but the other 7 is out with injury tonight. That would be Mac Van Dyne. So the rule is when there's 2 numbers on the roster, the coaches always say, well, just use the older kid as your reference, but the older kid is injured, so the sophomore's in there, and Proden got our first score of the ball game. Hicks, the deep man, and Lou Renfro again kicking with a north wind about 10 to 15 miles an hour. As the temperature is just perfect for the fans tonight in the low 70s. Now he directionally kicks this, but it is still out the back of the end zone. Lou is getting college looks.
First down, Jay, from the 20.
As we check in with Bethany.
Thanks, guys. I said earlier that Tillman Martin and Liberty's quarterback both growing into their roles. I don't necessarily know if that's true about Tillman Martin. Obviously, last year, over 2,200 yards, 24 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions, an all-state kid, you said, Johnny, and led his team to a state title. Coach Learman telling me, though, that this year he'll have to do a lot more. He won't have the Keelan Smiths and the Jay-Sean Rosses anymore on this team, and so his leadership role has certainly grown over the summer and in that first game, and they look forward to that being even more.
Hatfield in the Liberty offense, back out, Hicks in trouble, and does a lot of improvising and gains a yard on the play. And that was Ryan Hudson, the linebacker, making the stop, but it didn't look good early here. A lot of yellow jerseys in the backfield, but Jackson able to eke out a small gain. It'll be second down and long. Yeah, a lot of big name guys on that team last year. You heard Jay-Sean Ross, he's now at Alabama. Keelan Smith, Nebraska. The 2 guys.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest losses was their middle linebacker.
Oh yeah, Laster and also Darius Pamami now playing at UNLV.
Tackled by Rowan Bray.
This running play. Another short gain. Bray the stop. Rowan is a safety. Secondary for the Eagles. Now it'll be 3rd down and 6. Second drive of the game for the Blue Jays. Stopped in the red zone on 4th down. Quick pass, caught, ball bounces and picked up. And running down the sidelines, out of bounds, been back in play. And Nolan, just like a out of control freight train down there. He lost the ball and runs for 23 yards. Got a fortuitous bounce there. Ran out of bounds and ran into the play again before he was knocked out of bounds. But the bottom line is he converts and gets it out near midfield. So we've seen some big plays by the Blue Jays. The quarterback run of 55 yards and now a nice passing play.
Yeah, passing play out of the wishbone. So.
Yep. Back run for Hicks.
Up the middle.
I think it's
Not
the
much
wing.
doing.
I think it's the wing T, not the wishbone.
Well, the scouting report from the coaches that I talked to this week said Liberty has a big offensive line. They love to run the football and look for Hicks to get a lot of touches tonight. Hatfield will run it as well. We saw him take off. Number 9, the quarterback. He's got good wheels, but most of the coaches say Coach Freegon's MO, run the football. Under a minute to go in your first quarter. 2nd down and 11. Play action. Hatfield stepping back, throwing, and just couldn't get enough juice on that one as it's incomplete to Jeremy James. As the pass one-hop the Blue Jay wide receiver, now 3rd down and 11.
You can see Hatfield trying to buy a little bit of time here, knowing that James is going to clear the middle of the field. Just not able to get his feet set there, but I like the passing game right now with Liberty is running the ball effectively enough to open up the passing lanes.
Jensen had the quarterback pressure. Third down and 11. Play action, Hatfield. Hit as he throws. Ball is loose, picked off in midair. Taken out of the air by Silvio Battaglia, the outside linebacker. And the defense comes up big again for the Eagles here in the late part of the first quarter.
First down, Liberty North.
Tell who got a hand on that, almost like Hatfield's arm gets hit right as he's making the throw.
It was Davis, the defensive end, number 88.
Yeah, he knows he's not going to get the quarterback sack, so does the next best thing, gets his hands up in the air and forces that turnover. Liberty North, good field position, starting this 2nd drive of the night.
So they'll start at the 41-yard line, plus side of the 50. Defense had a defensive stop on Liberty's first drive in the red zone. They were able to drive it down and get a touchdown pass to Broden from Tillman Martin. Now they take over the short field. Martin to throw, and the pass incomplete. As the receiver that time just couldn't hang on. That was Treshundon Neal, their speedster, who had an 80-yard touchdown pass last week, and track star for the North Eagles.
Well, he catches that pass, and he's got a lot of green space, especially up that sideline. Just outside his reach, though.
Second down and 10. Winding down on the first quarter in the city rivalry game. 20-yard touchdown pass. Martin to Broden, the difference thus far. Pump fake by Martin, in trouble, and he's sacked back near the 50-yard line. Looks like Coppinger got him. Also there was a Wilson as well. A lot of Blue Jays in the backfield, and Martin had to eat it.
Jack Dayton, the wide receiver at the bottom of the screen, he was running a double move. You see Martin with the pump fake there, but the safety did a good job of staying over the top and forces Martin to get back to his reads, not able to get that ball out of his hands.
End of the first quarter on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Start of the second quarter on the Hy-Vee High School game of the week. Bethany Bowman along with Johnny Beck and myself, Kevin White. Midfield is where the ball is. Second drive of the game for Liberty North. They lead by a touchdown as they're facing a third down and a country mile. Third down and 19 for Tillman Martin. They'll dump a screen pass off. And this is Cheatham out of the backfield. Shifty back.
Well, he picked up enough yards to where I think they're going to think about going for it on fourth down. You're kind of in that no man's land.
Well, remember they have a strong-legged kicker, but he would be kicking against the wind. Blue Renfro as Cheatham got him in position. Yes.
I think your option is a quick kick by the quarterback, or you're trying to pick up this first down in the air.
Yeah, you're right, Johnny. Good call. As 10 yards, so they're going to have fourth down and 9. They will go for it after the interception by Battaglia for North. As they go empty with Martin. Martin steps and throws, looking down the field, and the pass broken up, incomplete. Treshundon Neal had it knocked away from his hands there. As nice defense there by the Blue Jays. Ajay Nielsen in the secondary here. There was some contact, but he was able to get his hands on it and knock it away from Neal. And ball over on downs now to Liberty as Ajay Nielsen used his helmet that time, Johnny.
Yeah, that's good coverage. I mean, he was the guy that got beat for the touchdown earlier, so good job of Nielsen to come back and make a big play there on fourth down. And again, now you're giving Liberty good field position here. The third drive of the night.
Femi Ajay Nielsen, defensive back, senior, big play for Liberty as they'll run it with Hicks. As they take over and get a good first down run by Jackson. They'll get about 5 yards in this play.
Yeah, and contact's at the line of scrimmage here, and he just fights his way for those 5 yards. And Kev, you mentioned it earlier, he's one of the strongest guys on the team. I mean, he's one of the strongest guys on the field, carrying those Liberty North defenders at 4 or 5 yards.
You say he's one of the fastest guys in the team, and pound for pound, one of the strongest guys. So he's a double threat. Averaged 6 yards per carry last week. Had a long run of 28 in the loss at Lee Summit. Play action. Hatfield. Gonna throw this one away. Got a holding penalty coming up on Liberty, so the penalty flag's hurting the home team tonight.
Yeah, and the white hat's right in front there, and just throws the flag immediately. You're kind of just shooting yourself in the foot here. Second and manageable is not going to turn
holding
into
offense. Be 10 yards from the previous spot. Remains second down.
Second and long now.
Ryan Hudson, who was held, they had to redress him. Had to put his jersey back on after this play.
Yeah, you see right there the hands go on the back. Gotta be smart there. That defensive guy turns, you just gotta let him go, and hopefully your quarterback makes the right decision.
So it'll be second down and 15. Hatfield play action, sets up the screen, has Hicks. Hicks has some blockers, breaks one tackle, and then Davis rides him out of bounds across the 45 near the 47-yard line. So it's a good passing play to Jackson Hicks.
Yeah, good play call. Hatfield hangs on to that ball as long as he can, gets that ball out. Good pickup there for Hicks. 3rd and 4 now for Liberty. Right here around midfield, see if they can't get a first down. Give their defense a little bit of a breather. I think they're going to have to burn a timeout here.
Yep. They will take their first timeout. Coach Freegon, K-State graduate. Loves Wildcat football. Next week on our Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week, we go back to the Kansas side. Speaking of Kansas, as Lee Summit North takes on Mill Valley. Mill Valley, of course, their stadium had some storm damage this summer, earlier in the summer, so I'm sure they got that all fixed up, and they've only won 5 straight state titles, Johnny, so they're trying for a 6-peat this year in 5A Kansas.
Good matchup next week. Both teams coming in. Want to play physical, want to run the football.
That should be a good one.
A lot of names that will be playing on Saturdays in a few years.
Isaiah Mosey at North headed to Oregon. They also have a new coach at North in Jason Roger, taking over for Coach Mosey, who's coaching in the college ranks now. And it's a Friday the 13th, so throw that in the mix. After the timeout, it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Blue Jays. Quarterback read option, and Hicks right at the 1st down marker at the 50, should have enough.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him on that spot.
Strawn went low, and Hicks able to get over his body and get to the 50 and got the 1st down. New set of downs now for the Blue Jays, trailing by a touchdown. Tillman Martin to Jackson Proden, young sophomore, with the TD catch back in the 1st quarter of 20 yards. And now a creased run up the middle goes Hicks. Forget about it. Touchdown, Liberty. 50 yards. And the Blue Jays are on the board. It's 7-6. Lincoln DeWiggins is their kicker, out of the hold of Mortimer, and it's blocked. And the play is blown dead, so 7-6 will remain the score as the PAT is blocked. And we mentioned how fast Hicks was. How about the speed here?
Well, you talked about he's got that power-speed combination. The play before, fights for extra yards, picking up the 1st down, and then right here you see the speed right up the middle. And Kev, you talked about this offensive line for Liberty, and Hicks runs right up the middle untouched. Puts Liberty right back into this football game.
Just what the doctor ordered for the Blue Jays. And there is Jackson with an X.
Yes. We did.
Players watching videos underneath the tent, also talking to their coaches about modern amenities of a high school game. See, there is the setup there. See a lot of schools with that, Johnny. They have that in your Piper days?
We had the boards that they had to write with chalk.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we were in the Expo marker days.
Kick away. And here's the return from the 5-yard line. Liberty North.
Devon Jones on the return after the 25.
And that was Divine Jones, who is a track star. So a defensive back. Senior. He's one of the faster guys on that North team. And now we got a ball game, 7-6, second quarter. Eagles stopped on their last drive on 4th down. Let's see what Tillman Martin and the offense have in store for the Blue Jay defense. We've seen him throw a touchdown pass. Showed off his rushing skills. River Therian is the running back in the pistol behind him. 2 receivers to the near side. Not much doing. Shut down in the middle as the Blue Jays able to get their big guy, Jake Beck, at 320 pounds. He's a big body there, and yeah, when he gets on top of you, you go down. 320 for this young man.
That's about the prototypical nose guard, right? Big, strong, hard to move.
He's only a junior, Johnny. And he said he's going to sub in and be on the inside of our defensive line. Tillman Martin slant, and it's caught. Jack Dayton on the slant. And it's going to be 3rd down and short. Mopping the secondary stop for Liberty.
Sorry, 27. Jack Homily brings up 3rd down.
Homily is the player they're saying that made the defensive stop. Jack Homily, safety man. 3rd down and 4. Eagles scrimmaging at the 32 in their own. Martin, a quick pass to the outside, over the head. It's a little high off the hands of Treshundon Neal. There is a flag down near the 42-yard line.
I think they're going to get either holding or pass interference. But you see Martin, he's got to kind of
15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Kind of got to throw that ball a little bit higher than what he wanted to as a Liberty defensive lineman. Got his hands up, fortunate enough. It's the penalty flag drawn, but hard to tell if that ball was tipped or not. It's Nielsen on the coverage there.
Yeah, Ajay Nielsen had the coverage. Pass was tall. The penalty yardage against Liberty, he was piling up the penalty yardage tonight here in the 1st half. Results in a 1st down at the 46-yard line. Empty set for Tillman Martin. 5 receivers sent out. Martin in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. There's a flag down in the backfield as George Richter, the defensive end, records the sack. And again, the emotions getting the best of the players as Derek Wilson calming Big George down. The official Kelly Martin saying, cool your heels as well.
Yeah, if your teammate's telling you, that's one thing. When the referee tells you, you better stop and get back to the huddle. But you like to see teammates, intervening there and making sure their guys don't get a penalty that's going to cost their team.
Holding, offense. That penalty's declined. Take the result of play, 2nd down.
2nd and 18 after that.
Big George is mad because he was the guy that got held here, Johnny. Look at this. He's getting 2 guys holding him there. Able to get through the double team.
Still makes the play.
Second down. They're saying 18. Pass to the outside. Caught. Turning up the field for a short gain. And that is Tariq Gregory with the catch and short run. Jai Nielsen with the stop. Another flag to process.
Illegal motion, offense, 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
Now, this is one of the points for the officials and coaches. They wanted to, coaches telling me they want to reduce the penalties.
Yeah, week 1 to week 2, those are the things you're looking to clean up. Penalties, missed assignments, and turnovers.
And Monday, Labor Day, I think we got a holiday mixed in during their practice week. The teams both practice on Monday. Forget about the holidays. Everybody's going to the lake, as this is Theory in the run. Hodges, the defensive end, with the takedown. And still 3rd down and a third down, saying 22, 21 yards. Penalties hampering this drive. Gonna get it across the other 45. So this is a long one.
Keep your eye on Neal. He's their speed guy.
He's their deep threat. He's in the slot at the top of the screen, I believe. Pass down the field. It's going to be intercepted. Here come the Blue Jays back the other way. Preston Franklin with the pick. And the Blue Jays defense comes up big.
Looks like miscommunication between the wide receivers and the quarterback. Martin kind of throws it in between the two guys. I think if he was looking to throw the ball up the sideline, he's going to get that ball closer to there. I don't know if he was thinking that the receiver was going to cut it in, but either way, Liberty with the big forced turnover there.
There's Hicks. Spin outside, maybe back to the line of scrimmage as he's wrapped up on the play there by Battaglia. We had the interception, so turnovers even at one apiece. And here's Hicks trying to get to the outside. Battaglia holding on to his hips and making the stop. No gain, second down and 10. So let's see if the Blue Jays can take advantage of the short field. Down by a point on a missed PAT. And now we're going to have a hydration break, I believe. Officials timeout.
Timeout on the field.
People wearing coats in the stands are doing hydration breaks.
Well, I still have on my things to watch tonight, cramping a possibility still in week 2 for players.
5 more minutes to grab your 50-50 raffle tickets from the Lady Jays basketball team.
Hy-Vee, proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. We're at Hy-Vee Field at the Liberty Hospital Activity Complex. Hy-Vee everywhere. Hy-Vee right down the road from here. So Hy-Vee shouting distance away from the stadium here. And after the hydration break, the Blue Jays will face second down and 10 at the 28-yard line after the interception by Preston Franklin, the all-conference defensive back for Liberty. Throwing his first interception of the year. Quarterback keeping it. Here's Hatfield inside the 25. Taken down by Strawn, the free safety. Well, we've seen the wheels on this guy. He's got some jets as well, along with Hicks.
Yeah, and you see the cutback there. Looks like he's just going to take it outside, sticks that right foot in the ground. Able to pick up a few extra yards there. You're in probably 4-down territory here.
Third down and 5. On a reversal. And blocking is there. And stepping down the sideline for the Liberty Blue Jays
Hank Blackburn
is Hank Blackburn, wide receiver, junior, and it is a first down. So some trickery and some good blocking here on the edge, and Blackburn able to get the first down for Liberty.
And well executed. This guy's up front, staying patient. Getting out in front there of Blackburn, he's able to pick up good yardage there on third down. So they're going to be just outside the 10-yard line, so still able to pick up another first down.
Ball at the 12-yard line, first and 10. Here's Hicks up the middle, and showing his good leg strength there. It's a nice gain on first down. Has the 50-yard touchdown run, this Jackson.
Brought down by 21, Jordan Strong.
Strawn another tackle for the
25.
North defense.
27.
You haven't beaten Liberty North since 2020, the season opener. 6 in a row for North, and the Blue Jays, a touchdown here, grab the lead. Boy, I tell you what, on their home field, be a huge momentum swing. Now, this is on Liberty. This is what's killed them in the first half. Too many penalties.
False start, offense. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
False start. Jay. Second 10.
Here is Hicks.
Number
Not
9.
much doing.
Connor Hatfield.
Cheatham the stop after a gain of maybe 1 by the quarterback.
See guys staying home that time, not allowing Hatfield to get to that second level. 3rd and long here for Liberty. And their extra point was blocked after the first TD, so if they elect to this be 4-down territory or not.
Hatfield in trouble and sack, ball loose. Now they're blowing the play dead as Jensen gets the sack for the Eagles defense. Taglia coming up with the ball, but they heard the whistle blow.
Yeah, the white hat was right on top of it. I don't know if they're going to call forward progress, or you can see that ball gets poked out as he's going down to the ground. Hard to see, though, if you're the white hat, because it kind of happens at a strange angle.
Well, they're going to try a long field goal attempt.
38 yards.
Yeah, 38 yards. Dwiggins is your kicker, and it's blocked again. So Liberty North getting their hands on some kicks tonight. Ball is dead once it got into the end zone. And tough night for number 41, Lincoln Dwiggins, the junior kicker for Liberty. 0 for 1 on PATs, 0 for 1 on field goals.
That's tough for Liberty to get all the way down to the 10-yard line and not come away with any points, but you got to give a lot of credit to Liberty North and their defense. That bend but break mentality. I mean, this is a team that's going to rely heavily on this defensive side of the ball, and right there, special teams, looks like that ball just doesn't get enough height to get over that line. But again, you're Liberty North. You're just coached to get your hands up and see if you can't get enough push up front, able to get the block there. Shift the momentum back into Liberty North's favor here. Defense able to come off the field, giving up no points.
Now you felt like Liberty in their new powder blue jerseys was getting the momentum. Here's Cheatham, and he's thrown for a loss. As making the stop, Isaiah Hung, the linebacker, who's a 3-sport athlete, wrestler, baseball, and football, headed to South Dakota State to play college football.
You see a lot of blue jerseys beating their guys up front and not allowing Cheatham to have any sort of running space. Liberty defensive front and linebackers, they're active right now, and they're winning the point of attack pretty much each snap.
Under 2 minutes to go before Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. Cut back run, and it's a nice one here. That is Cheatham with a good gain to the 25 as we check in with Bethany.
You guys just mentioned Isaiah Hung. He was the player player mentioned by Coach Freegon when I asked who's a player kind of maybe off the ball that really makes a big impact for your team. Maybe not always in the stat sheet or always involved in every play, but makes a big difference. It was Isaiah, the South Dakota State commit, and he'll be heading there to play next season. And he said he can come off of the edge, he can tackle, he can do a lot of different things. Very versatile for this Liberty defense.
And we got a timeout on the field. Thanks, Bethany. After the Cheatham run, they spotted at the 24-yard line. As you take a look at the series, and it's all about the Eagles. That 2020 win for Liberty was the season opener. Blue Jays won. Since then, 6 straight for the North Side, and a state championship to boot. I'm sure they love beating their rivals, but winning that state crown in Class 6 was huge as they demolished CBC 38-7 in the 6A state title game after coming so close several times. And now out of the timeout, 3rd down and 6. Eagles by a point as we approach halftime. Get a touchdown pass to Proden. Blue Jays answered with a 50-yard touchdown run by Hicks. PAT missed. And Cheatham not going to get there. Derek Wilson, the linebacker. He's an inside linebacker, got inside, and 30 took down number 30. Derek Wilson stopping Cheatham, 4th down.
And you see the penetration there by Liberty's defensive front. Just no space whatsoever to run the football right now, and these guys are fired up, and obviously these timeouts are to give your offense an opportunity to get some good field position here, potentially put some points on the board before we get to halftime.
Yeah, Liberty took the timeout, as they're going to get the ball back with just over a minute left, so they feel like they will get good field position because North is going to have to punt against not a stiff north wind, but I mean, it's pretty strong. It's blowing pretty good. It's a chillier night than people think. Fans are doing okay. They're short sleeves and shorts, but I mean, it's going to dip down tonight. I can't believe I'm even mentioning that the weather's a little chilly after some of the hot games we've endured over the years, Johnny. It's the crazy weather in Kansas City. Fans loving things tonight. Huge crowd. Jason Cahill looking for about 3,000, he said. The AD at Liberty. Larry. The bodies around the fence line. Maybe it's the case. Punt away. And now they're saying Peter. That means the punt returner wants his guys to clear the space. Fire, whatever it means. Get out of the way. The ball's short and inside the 50-yard line. And after the punt against the wind for 24 yards, it'll be Liberty football, short field. Can they get points before the halftime intermission?
I think, you keep giving yourself opportunities, and we've seen some big plays, even though they've been on the ground for Liberty, but they do have a big play capability, and we'll see no timeout, so they're going to have to be smart and make sure they're getting up to the football. Definitely can't take a sack here.
Motion across the set. Hicks to the left hip of the quarterback. Hatfield, quarterback run, and he got a nice gain. Hatfield got out of bounds, like Johnny said, using the clock efficiently. 1st down run, as this is just a little quarterback draw action. Got a good block by Hicks, who kind of freed him up there. And just a smart play all around for the Blue Jays on their first play after the punt. Ball at the 33. Hatfield going to throw a fade down the field, and the pass going to be intercepted by Neal as he got in front of Blackburn, and there is a flag down, so hold it a second here. Do we have a pass interference penalty, or will the interception hold up here, Johnny?
It's either got to be a hold or pass interference. I mean, it did not look like.
Pass interference, defense. It's a 15-yard penalty. Result plays, a first down, Liberty.
That will
Wipe out the interception by Neal.
First down.
And a first down now for Liberty. You make the call. Is it kind of sticking out his hand there? Or maybe he grabbed a little there in the jersey.
You know, I got to side with the defensive back there. I think he's, you know, making a play for the ball. He's in good position.
Well, they spotted down to the 19. Penalty's a huge factor now for both teams in this first half. Blue Jays trying to take the lead before halftime. Hadfield, the pump, and throws across the field, nearly picked off there. As the coverage there
Incomplete.
was Divine Jones. Let's see, he had the beat on this.
Yeah, we kind of had a good angle up here, and
Yeah, Divine almost had the pick that time.
he almost knew what the play call was.
Yeah.
He ran that tunnel screen about as good as the wide receiver.
Just angling in and knocked it away from the Blue Jay wide receiver. Second down and 10. Hadfield, time to throw, has a man wide open in the middle. That's the tight end who dives, and he's going to be down at the 1 yard line. Fralick, who had 3 TD catches last week, and once again another penalty flag is down. So again, Coach Freegon has to.
It's going to be an illegal formation, and I don't know if they're going to have too many people in the backfield, but ref threw it right when the ball was snapped. Either too many guys in the backfield or 2 guys moving at once, but I didn't see any motion there.
Still awaiting the call.
There's no penalty for illegal formation. Result of the play is a first down.
So the ball down to the 1 yard line. 18-yard pass to Jax Fralick, the tight end, who had the big game last week.
At the 1.
From the 1, first and goal, Jays trying to grab the lead in a series dominated by their North City rivals. Hadfield. And the snap was kind of low, and able to give it to the back. Not much doing there to Bindle. And now you got to watch the clock as no gain, second down and goal. And now whistles. Player running off late for North. And now we'll get a timeout for the Eagles.
Looked like there was a little bit of maybe fumble on that running back quarterback exchange. I thought Hatfield was going to keep it there for a second.
Well, this is how the Blue Jays got down there, Johnny. This is a nice pass to the tight end.
You see the good route there. He was going to reach that ball out and get across the goal line, but the referees there said the knee's down. And then see here, kind of a low snap, and it's a good job by Hatfield making sure that his running back got that ball. But you know, those runs are they rely on timing so much that if that snap's a little bit low, it kind of gets you in a tough spot. But so Hatfield able to get that ball into the belly of the running back. Got 20 seconds left. So no timeouts. You got to make sure if you don't score here that you're able to get back on the football. And of course, if you're Liberty North and you make a tackle, you're telling your guys to maybe lay on that pile a little bit longer, see if you can't run some time off.
Fans scoping in on Hatfield on a quarterback sneak, and he's stuffed. And now,
I think you got to get up and spike the ball.
Yeah, you're going to have to get up there. You have no timeouts.
Got to spike it.
And let's see, that would make it 4th down. They will spike it. Now it's going to be 4th down, and let's see, you've missed a PAT and you've missed a kick of 38 yards. Do you kick it here?
You got to get points on the board at some point. You know,
1 second on the clock.
Just a quarterback sneak here, and you got those big guys up front.
You saw the center, Bindle, get pushed back, so good job by the Liberty North defense. Do we see 41 running out, the kicker? Nope, they're going to go for it. Okay.
And if you're going to win this game, you're going to win it on the ground. You got to be physical up front.
Bindle diving. Officials not making a call as of yet.
They're going to say short.
Short. Officials talking. And they stopped him. North stopped him. Bindle did not get in. We have reached halftime. So on a 4th down and 1, they went with Mason Bindle, the 220-pound sophomore, and he came up short. And the North defense comes up big here in the late 2nd quarter. Another look, Johnny.
Hard to tell. You see all those bodies. It looks like he got his legs taken out about the 2-yard line and not able to stretch out there and get over the goal line. Not sure who got that penetration, but yeah, there's definitely no way the referee can tell because the ball wasn't in the ball carrier's hands at the end of the play. So again, Liberty North coming up big.
Yeah, Strawn finished with the football, but he kind of rips it out of the bottom of the pile there. And Andy Learman says, nope. And we have reached halftime. Good one in the city rivalry of 2024 for the city of Liberty. Liberty North on the road at Liberty, and it's a 7-6 ball game. And it's favoring the visitors from North. And let's send it down to Bethany with Andy Learman.
Coach, big stops there for your team several times. How big is that for this half?
Well, it's huge, obviously, right? When you keep them out of the end zone, defense has made some huge plays. We knew it was going to be a physical ball game, but we kind of pride ourselves around here about playing some defense. I'm super proud of our group right now.
What's the message in the locker room? What do you need to see more of from your team?
We just got to keep fighting. We knew it was going to be a ball game. We knew they were going to be excited about playing us. Everybody's giving us their best shot, and we fully understand that. We just got to keep playing hard each and every down.
Okay, well, good luck. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Your attention to the field as our favorite Blue Jay performs.
Hy-Vee at the half is coming up next. Numbers, highlights, and a good one here in Liberty on this week 2 of Missouri high school football. Hy-Vee at the half continues. Young man taking a break. He has been dancing through the halftime, and that guy should lead a dance tutorial. I could use some of the moves here. Oh, yeah, all right, here we go again. He is, this is what Friday Night Football is all about, Johnny. You got a beautiful night. You got a great matchup. You got a state-of-the-art facility. Let it all hang out, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you come here for. You come here for the sights and the sounds and, be a part of something that, it's more than football, right?
Hey, it's a social situation. You get out and watch your team, hang out with your classmates, and teams are out of the locker room. There, first half, number 25 in baby blue for Liberty, Jackson Hicks. Johnny, talk about his first half.
Yeah, he's a guy who knows he's going to get his number called quite a bit. And not only did we see him in the running game, but right here in the passing game, he's a threat. Anytime he gets the ball into open space, and here's that 50-yard touchdown run, and you see the speed, just able to break away. But, he's a guy that they rely on heavily in the run game, and he definitely takes a lot of pride in being that guy. And good to see him celebrating with his teammates there after that long touchdown run.
Well, they say he's one of the fastest guys on the team. They also say he's probably one of the strongest pound-for-pound guys, and probably see him get plenty of touches in the second half. But Liberty North's going to get the football to start the third quarter. And Tillman Martin thus far, Johnny, son, the touchdown pass was a good one, kind of a back shoulder throw to the sophomore, but the interception was also a bad one there to Preston Franklin.
Yeah, he's definitely done a good job of managing this offense. And we talked about the touchdown pass that he had, a couple other big passes on third down to keep drives alive. But you got to limit those turnovers, and I know, a lot of that's not on him with those guys up front allowing that pressure. But at the same time, you got to be smart. You just got to tuck that football and live to play another down.
Hatfield, we saw the long run. I look for him to run a little more in the second half. I think 25 and 9 to run it.
Yeah, I think
more.
Any of those read options where you're forcing the defense to, make a decision. Talk about this Liberty North defense, though. They're about as well coached as you're going to see in the area. I think it's going to be a dogfight this second half for sure, and I think both teams are looking to establish the line of scrimmage, and got to be able to run the football if you're going to win these games.
If you're Liberty North, you've been calling for Trey Shunda Neal on a deep ball. Will we see that in the second half?
It could be in a deep ball. I think that's their number one goal, but I think, find them in a screen, try and get a reverse, but you got to get the ball into these playmakers' hands and allow them to get into open space and see what they can do.
Vine Jones awaits the kick here. Dwiggins, Neal back there as well. This will be Devine from the 4, and Devine in a big blue wave gets hit. Special teams looking good for the Blue Jays out of the halftime locker room.
We saw him kind of hesitate there, and almost like he was trying to set his blockers up, but I think any kick returner will tell you just got to get the ball and get upfield full speed, kind of break through those initial tackles. Good coverage down the field by Liberty. Liberty North's going to be starting inside their own 10-yard line.
He caught that at the 4-yard line and only able to get 6 yards. It was just like a weird scenario. As Liberty just down there in the blink of an eye. The great special teams. 1st and 10 from the 10. Therian. Check that. New running back in the game is Matt Barber. And Barber with a nice cutback run. It's good blocking up front.
Good blocking, good cutback there.
Yeah, it goes for 14 yards and a first down. They've been kind of subbing a bunch of running backs into the game. Barber's going to get some touches. River Therian in their lead back. So now early movement as Gregory flinched early.
Dead ball, false start, offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Correction on our referee in charge tonight, David Fast. Beg your pardon, I think I said Kelly Martin earlier. David Fast crew tonight here in Liberty for the city rivalry game. So another penalty tacked on to North. Both teams have been heavily penalized. That's going to be talked about tomorrow in the film room, I would imagine. 1st and 15. Quick pass outside. Gregory, who just had the penalty. And he gets the penalty yardage back to the 24, and now he's shaken up. Another flag down.
I think they're going to get a holding here on the perimeter.
Derek Wilson on the stop. Flag on the play.
Holding offense, a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, remains first down.
Holding. Eagle.
So you had a false start penalty. Now you have the holding penalty. Kind of puts you back at your starting point.
Like the wide receiver Dayton was the one holding on the edge.
And
moves them back inside the 10. Shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. I think you could say that for both these teams tonight. This will be 1st and 24. Blitz comes, Martin takes off, and he is hit hard at the 11-yard line. That was Brooks Ragland, and he really lit up the ribs of the quarterback, Tillman Martin.
It almost looked like Ragland was in a spy position.
Boom, right there. Oof, that was a hard hit to the back and the rib cage area. Martin slow to get up. And only a gain of 1. Brooks had a pick 6 in week 1. He's one of their top tacklers. Ian Coppinger. Second is still very long, and running play is for little or nothing, and Ragland still fired up as he makes another play.
Derek Wilson. Brooks Ragland. It's third down.
Ragland did not react well when the PA announcer said another guy made the tackle there. He's like, I just made that stop, and the PA man corrected it. Brooks got his due. So now 3rd down, big play. 3rd down, you got 23 yards to go. Your drive's been sabotaged by penalties. First drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll keep it on the ground to Barber, breaks a tackle, and Barber fighting hard. There's the whistle finally. So scrum had broken out, but not going to get the first down yardage. Barber had some good runs on this drive. Breaks a tackle there, but
you had a decision to make. You're kind of deep in your own territory. You want to give your punter some room. You elect to run the football and give yourself about 15 more yards.
Yep. It's a good run, 15, but it's 4th down and 7. And let's see what they're going to do here. They will punt away. Punt set down the field by Blue Renfro. Fair caught and taken at the 43-yard line. And that's Logan Sutton. And now it's Hatfield's turn after the 32-yard punt. So Blue Jays missed opportunities, missed a PAT, missed a field goal, had the ball in the red zone 3 times in the first half, got 0. Had the ball at the 1-yard line just before halftime, got 0. You haven't beaten this team since 2020. Let's see how the Liberty Blue Jays come out of the halftime locker room offensively. Hicks, little cut back, stutter step. He tried to rip the ball out. He's able to get a little bit more out of it. Flag is down on this first down Liberty run.
Can't tell if that was a face mask. Hard to tell. The white hat threw the flag.
Face mask defense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
We still have 5-yard face mask penalties. Did not know that. But you see right here, he's trying to make a play, sticking that arm out. Again, unintentional there, but referee still felt like it was enough to make the call.
Well, he got 4 on the run, 5 on the penalty, so it'll be first and just over a yard. Here's Hatfield, has a man down the field, pass, broken up, incomplete. As they were trying to find the tight end, just needed a little more oomph on that pass to Freilich, as the wind at his back, but Hatfield just came up a little bit short. The defender's able to get back, closing on this. Yeah, good closing work by Rowan Bray.
Well, you see here, Hatfield never sets his feet, and he kind of has to throw it across his body. Even though it's in the middle of the field, he kind of rolled out to his right. Freilich unable to bring that ball down, but I'd like to see Hatfield set his feet there and let his receiver run underneath that football.
Now it's 2nd down and short. This will be a 1st down run by Hicks. Derek Davis wraps him up, but Hicks able to get the 1st down. Blue Jays after getting a 3 and out for Liberty North on the first drive. Let's see the Blue Jays get going offensively. I feel like they want to run the football, Johnny, and then kind of hit you with that play action and try to go deep.
Well,
whether it's the tight end or somebody that can get deep.
You want to utilize that running game to open up the passing game.
And this is another run for Hicks. Not much doing. Hicks had the 50-yard touchdown run in the first half. He's their leading rusher. Liberty North defense have been very tough tonight. The head coach, Andy Learman, serves as their defensive coordinator. Longtime coach with Greg Jones, Kearney, and at Liberty North. Greg Jones now at UCM, and a tough sack to take, and a big-time loss, as that's Ryan Hudson. Hatfield, you want to say, has to get rid of it, but give Hudson some due here. He was all over the Liberty quarterback.
You see him engaged here on the outside, and then once he sees Hatfield kind of scrambling to find somebody, he just comes off that block, and Hudson just blows that play up.
Let's check in with Bethany.
Well, Ryan Hudson with a big play there, and if you go on his social media, you'll see him hang cleaning 300 pounds for 4 reps and squatting 455 pounds for 3 reps. And I think that was even an outdated video, so he might be moving up even more in the weight room, but it's definitely translating over to the football field, his explosiveness and his strength that he possesses there in that Liberty North weight room.
And now we'll get a Liberty timeout. Thanks, Bethany. Yeah, he's been starting Ryan Hudson since his freshman year, and this is a big class school. Oh, now I'm told it's only a hydration break. This will not count in the ledger for both teams. Will have all 3 timeouts. Hydration break mandated by the state, even though people are wearing stocking caps and coats tonight.
You could easily run off the field and get a water bottle.
Next week, we go back to the Kansas side. 5-time defending state champ Mill Valley in 5A. Plays host to Lee Summit North. New head coach. And got Mr. Woods over there in Mill Valley. You got Isaiah Mosey. You got some big-time players in that game. Mill Valley fixing their stadium, and we'll be there Friday night, Friday the 13th. Five-time state champion, 7 of the last 9. That's called domination, folks. After the hydration break, it's 3rd down and 21. So a promising drive may be foiled by a sack. Hatfield will tuck and run. He's got the good speed, but the Eagles all over it. And guess who? Ryan Hudson. 2 big plays defensively for North on that drive.
Well, looks like Hatfield's kind of limping around. Might have got to see here at the end, just kind of
fell, yeah.
Stuck in the ground.
Yeah, Hudson was even slow to get up himself there. Fourth down.
Do we have a timeout?
Okay, well, this one looks like could be a charged timeout or.
Right.
Okay, the first one was charged, second one hydration. Liberty takes the timeout, they have 2 left. Either way, the Blue Jays had was going well until they gave up that big sack.
It's hard to follow the game when you don't know whose timeouts are whose, and you know. You would think if they just took a charged timeout, you'd kind of.
So this one, we're told officially hydration on this timeout. Timeout before was a Liberty timeout. Liberty has 2 timeouts left. They trail by a point here in the 3rd quarter and are in punt formation. Luke Pershawn is the punter and Barber is the return man. Just got it away. Barber will vacate the area and it trickles inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. 41 yards on the punt. No return, and now the Eagles back on offense. And Johnny, we got an old-fashioned defensive struggle tonight.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know, you're just waiting for a big play to happen. I know we had one in the first half with Jackson Hicks, but man, these defenses just doing a good job of getting pressure up front. Really causing a lot of distraction on the offense, and got another flag down.
Illegal formation, kicking team, not enough men on the line of scrimmage. They're going to take 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down. We'll re-kick.
So a replay of 4th down. My things to watch out for, Johnny. What's that right there say?
Penalties.
Yeah. We've seen a bushel full of it. Both teams. And after a good punt, they'll make Liberty punt it again. Maybe Barber gets a return. He's moved up about 10 yards. It's near the 25. He's just going to let this one hit, and it goes out near the 25-yard line. So a little bit of field position advantage for the Eagles. 31 yards this time on the punt, so a shorter punt. And the Eagles will have it. Winners of 14 in a row. They lost their first game last year. That was at Lee Summit North. We did that game. That was a good game, though. That was right down the wire, 27-20. And Martin and the offense were driving and just ran out of time. Then they reeled off 13 and a state title. Then they won week 1 over Blue Springs South. So the streak at 14, and they'll take over at the 26-yard line. Gregory in motion. This is Therian, and he has some running room and a nice gain, about 9 yards off the right side. River Therian. And if you ask 10 people how to pronounce River's last name, you get about 10 different, even the coaches pronounce it different. They said that River, though, doesn't really care how you pronounce it, but I'm told it is Therian. There's an I-E-N at the end.
Well, I'm guilty.
River's cool with however you want to pronounce his last name, according to the coaching staff. Second down and short. And another big run. The man they call River. First down, Eagles.
You see the first run on the drive, he's looking to get to the outside. This one just right up the gut. Picking up big yards.
And this is Therian again. Short gain, but you know, we've been talking about all night how Coach Freegon likes to run the football, but I think Coach Lehrman wants to run it a little bit there. Get dragged down by the jersey, kind of an awkward tackle there by Isaiah Hung, but hold on to the football, and now it'll be 2nd down and 6. Eagles by a point. 4 and some change left in the 3rd quarter. And not much doing here. This is Preston Franklin coming off the edge as a DB. We saw the interception from Preston in the 1st half. Nice read of the play. The secondary coming up, making tackles and forcing a 3rd down and long.
Well, that's what you're going to have to have. You're Liberty. You're going to have those secondary guys coming up, making plays in the run game. And right there, Franklin able to come up and make a big play. 3rd and long for Liberty North.
Fans making a lot of noise on the home side. 3rd down and 7. Trying to implore their Blue Jays for a stop, and instead we'll get a referee stop.
Looks like the motion guy got upfield a little too soon there.
Dead ball. False start. Offense.
False start.
The 5-yard penalty
Liberty
remains.
North.
3rd down. 50.
I think they got Gregory as Gregory turned the corner before the ball was snapped. And now he's had some pre-snap penalties that
Brings up 3rd down.
I'm sure he's going to hear about tomorrow morning. But a big play to number 6 can always erase that from the coach's mind. And Tariq can do it. Martin down the field looking for Neal, and he can't hang on. The ball nearly intercepted on the rebound. Blue Jays in the area, as that was Ajay Nielsen that nearly got it on the rebound. Neal can't hang on. 4th down.
And you see it. It's a 50-50 ball. Neal's going up to get that. You see the defender Nielsen does a good job of staying with them, and you know, you got to have body control as a defensive back there, because sometimes when those balls are underthrown, you lose track and you run through the receiver. But he did a good job of slowing his momentum and making a play on the football.
That was Logan Sutton, number 13, nearly had the interception. Ajay Nielsen had the good coverage, and this one down to the 20 on the punt by Blue Renfro. Short punt, and now Blue Jays will get it. And they trail by a point. And Hatfield in the offense about ready to come out. Coach Freegon. Well, the defense has been a story tonight, Johnny. A lot of big plays by the Eagles defensively, as they got some pressure there and got the interception by Battaglia. They also doing work on special teams tonight. Blocked a PAT and blocked a long field goal of 38. And this one just well diagnosed by Jones, and then the big stop on 4th down right before half. This has become a defensive struggle. Here's Jackson Hicks on the 1st down run. Nice carry, as Goss made the stop for Liberty North. Still looking for that crease again is Hicks, and if he gets it, look out. He's got some elite speed. Second down and 4. Fans on the north side cheering on their defense as Hudson crashing down and stops Hicks shy of the 1st down. Hudson's made some big plays in the 3rd quarter, and this one he just comes charging in from the edge and grabs 25.
Yeah, you see the patience there. He's not trying to rush down the line there. He's waiting for that running back to cut back, and Hudson's right there to clean it up.
3rd down and 3, load snap. Flag down, Hatfield throwing, and high to the sideline, incomplete. Looking for the tight end that time, Freilich. Their flag is down.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined. Result of play will be 4th down.
So they tried to hit the tight end on the sideline pass. Wouldn't have counted anyway. Holding on Liberty. North declines the penalty. And it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's a frustrating drive for Liberty. Your first play, you run for 7 yards. You feel like you're going to get a first down, keep this drive going, and instead it's 3 and out and putting the ball right back to Liberty North.
Barber, your deep man. And he's going to let this hit. Lose a little bit of yardage there as it'll trickle down to the 31-yard line. Good punt, 42 yards. And
All right, now it's time to
it's about 32, but when you don't field it, the field turf tends to help you out as Tillman Martin and the offense not ready to go to work. Saw more run heavy the last time. Let's see if they continue that. You have an all-state quarterback. He does have an interception tonight, but he also has a touchdown pass, talking about Tillman tonight. I think you put some trust in number 12.
I was getting ready to say, I don't think they think 7 points is going to win this game, so they're going to have to kind of get back into a flow and rhythm on offense.
And here is River Therian with a nice first down run. Now they're getting some longer runs as Homily wrestles down the North running back, and now Therian's starting to gash this defense.
And you could hear the Liberty coaches yelling to the guys, you got to stay outside. You got to keep that contained. You got to force the running back up the field instead. Able to pick up 12 yards there on first down.
What's doing here as Derek Wilson makes the stop, Liberty linebacker. Second down and 7. Under a minute to go in your third quarter. No points in the third quarter. Each team with a touchdown. Liberty a 50-yard rushing touchdown, 20-yard touchdown pass for North. Only difference, the PAT by Blue Renfro was good. They're not going to snap it. They'll wait till the fourth quarter. 3 quarters in the book in the city rivalry game for Liberty. It's a good one on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Fourth quarter underway. Hy-Vee scoring by quarters, and near midfield will be Liberty North scrimmaging. As we got a timeout. Blair is cramping up. That is Ragland. Check that, Derek Wilson. Also on my list of things to watch for tonight, cramping. Turnovers, well, we've had 1 each. Execution, penalties. Who handles the excitement, the hype, the best? What do you think, Johnny?
I think it's a push.
All right.
I think both teams have handled it well. I mean, I think we've seen some chippiness, but for the most part, you've seen teammates kind of intervene and pull guys, away from the opponent. And I think that's what you need in these types of games. I think the refs are going to allow you to, have a little bit of that, but at the same time, you got to make sure you keep it under control.
All right, after the injury timeout, 3rd down and 1. Defending state champs by 1 as we start the fourth quarter. High snap! And now Tillman Martin covers it up. Missed on the first attempt, but got it on the second. And that is the category of execution, and that was poor execution by the center. I don't know what that one, even the River Therian kind of stuck his hand out there.
Yeah, it's almost like he was the closest one to that snap, so I'm not sure if that was a direct snap to him and just kind of a, like you said, misexecution, but you're going to be left with 4th and long here.
And now 4th down and 16. Punting unit out for North. Renfro sends it down the field, and this is a good one. And it's going to bound inside the 5-yard line. Can they stop it inside the 1? Yes. Wow, right near the 1-yard line.
Nice punt.
And that was Gregory able to get down the field and spot it. Let's see here. Let's see this player. Did he? Yep. Nope. Came back in the field of play after being in the end zone. Official right there says ball at the 1.
Yes, I think because he never reestablished, but I think if you're not touching anywhere in the end zone, you can come back and 60-yard punt though.
Yeah, that was the longest punt of the night, and now Liberty backed up. Hicks up the middle, nice run. Little breathing room run there by Jackson.
He almost broke that one.
Yeah, that one was close. He nearly got that seam, but Strawn, the free safety, able to make the stop.
Second 3.
He got it out to the 8 for a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. And it's Hicks. Good blocking on the edge. As that was Jonathan Piercy, the left guard, or the guard there, kind of opened things up for a 1st down run by Hicks. Good to see the junior, number 56 on the edge, getting a nice block there and letting this man get the 1st down, Jackson Hicks.
You thought maybe Liberty North had some momentum pinning Liberty inside the 1-yard line, but 2 plays into this drive, they're already out to the 20-yard line.
Now a late runoff for the Blue Jays. And now Jackson Hicks takes the handoff. Strawn got his ankles. Short run there. Looked like a little bit of a miscommunication, but it all worked out. Hicks made it work.
Somebody turned or went the wrong way, but no panic in the backfield there by Hatfield.
Gain of 4.
Back-to-back 100-yard weeks for Jackson Hicks. Long run tonight, 50 yards and a touchdown. And here's Jackson and going to work. Takes 2 or 3 guys to bring him down. As he'll get it out near the 27-yard line, gain of 3 more.
Big 3rd down here for Liberty. They're going to be forced to put the ball in Hatfield's hands here and see if he can't pick it up in the air. If not, we've seen him run the ball effectively. We'll see if Liberty North decides to bring a little bit of pressure here. Sit back and or get him to jump off sides.
Oh, hard count.
Dead ball, encroachment. 1st down.
So free 5 yards, and there's the night. Hicks, we mentioned, he had 114 in week 1, 113, and a touchdown in week 2. He had a touchdown last week as well, so he's off to a fast start. Is Jackson Hicks, senior, 2nd team all-conference kid. And he's a workhorse back. This time he gets worked over, as that's Jordan Ivey, the nose guard, waiting for him, big number 9.
By Jordan Ivey.
So Bindle, the center, loses helmet on the play. But you haven't beaten Liberty North since 2020 if you're Liberty. What do you think you heard all offseason? Oh, Liberty North just won their first ever state championship. Look at those fancy rings they got there. So feel the crowd restless on the home side as the Blue Jays go with Hatfield down the field, and this pass short, intercepted. Flag is down. As making the pick is Jones, but let's see what the call is. The way North is reacting, I think it might be on them.
I thought, if anything, it was the Liberty receiver trying to hold the Liberty North defensive
back. The 15-yard penalty from the previous spot results in a first down.
You can see it on the sideline that he knows the ball's thrown inside, and he's just trying to get the defender to not intercept the football. Yeah, Liberty North he's got the inside, he's got the leverage that you're looking for there. Again, you can.
Deacon Price was the target, and they were engaged. It looked like Price had a hold of the left arm. Jones got free, got the interception, and got the flag. 1st and 10, Blue Jays. As here's Hicks to midfield.
There's a reason why kids don't want to play defensive back these days, because you can't do anything, and right there you make a good play and you're called for a penalty.
As soon as the ball was intercepted and the flag went down, you saw the body language really change in the secondary for Liberty North, so you thought the Eagles were going to get penalized, and they did. There's another run for Hicks. And 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and now a flag comes in late, and this is the pushing and shoving after the play, and I think the Blue Jays are going to take the brunt of this one, as it looked like Piercy, the late block at the end, the offensive lineman for Liberty.
I think they're going to get the Liberty North defender. I think they get in the retaliation.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul, defense, 15 yards from the end of the run.
They got the
result in a first
retaliation.
down.
Okay, all right, wow. I only saw 56 in baby blue.
Well, you kind of see this at the end.
Yeah, right here at the end. Oh, okay. Yep. So they give it to Modi Williams, and the penalties are killing Liberty North on this drive. It's inside the 35. Clock winding down. Blue Jays down by 1. Quarterback read option. Hatfield breaks the tackle. Hatfield still on his feet down near the 25. And Jensen had a chance, but Hatfield able to make him miss. Showing some good elusiveness here. Right there, that's the tackle you got to make. Hatfield made him miss. As we have an official's timeout, and this is the water break, we think. So this is the hydration break, 6-minute mark, 4th quarter, and Liberty driving down by a point. Johnny, if you're Liberty right now, even if you're a Liberty fan, you're a coach, what's going through your mind?
Well, you're giving yourself opportunities, right, to put yourself in a position to win this football game. It always seems like that one play that they need, they're shooting themselves in the foot. Again, another opportunity, driving deep into Liberty North territory here. Just got to make sure you execute your play calls. Doing a good job of running the football. Got to make sure you continue to do that with no penalties. Liberty North, you know, when they kind of get in this position with their backs against the wall, they've done a really good job of answering the bell.
They feel like their culture will pull the game out for them. Talking about North. Here's Hicks with a power run inside the 20-yard line. It's a first down. And a big-time head-on collision. Jackson Hicks in the secondary. We know his speed. We know his power. How about the toughness of this run?
Yeah, gets to that second level, and he's got nowhere to go except through the defender, and he puts the shoulder pads down. See him do a good job of covering the ball up. It's one thing, you know, if you're a young ball carrier, you know contact's coming. Get both hands on the ball. Make sure you secure that football all the way down to the ground.
20 carry night, over 100 and a touchdown for a second straight week. Here he is again. Told you this guy's a workhorse. Jackson Hicks, nice first down run. And gets a nice round of applause by the fans. Student body loving the hard work by number 25 in baby blue tonight.
Yeah, 21st carry of the night, and looks like his first carry of the night. See those legs just keep working. It's a guy that put a lot of time and effort into that weight room this summer, and you can tell it's paying off for him, especially in the second half of this football game.
Second down and short, second down and 3. Hicks finds a crease again into the end zone. A second time, Jackson Hicks, and the Blue Jays surge in front here in the fourth quarter. Just a matter of time, and Jackson does it again. 13 yards and the lead for the home team.
Here.
Missed the PAT back in the second quarter. They will go for a 2-point conversion to try to make it 14-7 with 4.5 to go here in regulation. Bindle goes in motion, and a flag is down, and it's a delay of game penalty.
Part of the snap, dead ball, delay game, offense, 5-yard penalty, untimed down.
Now will the kicking team come out, or do you still go for 2 with a little more room?
You still go for 2. I mean,
all right.
Your thought process is Liberty North's not going to go out and kick 2 field goals, but if they score another touchdown, you want to at least have the opportunity to have a tie game. I'd give the ball to Hicks.
And now we're back to and now the snap bounces back, and oh, the ball is dropped. Mason Bindle was a yard deep and couldn't hang on, and the 2-point conversion fails.
Looked like the center thought maybe Hatfield was under center. Let's go back to the touchdown run here. You see Jackson Hicks just, it's almost like he's getting stronger as the game's going along. 22 carries, 144 yards, 2 TDs. This guy's having himself a game. We go back to this 2-point conversion. I remember they had the 5-yard delay penalty. See the snap on the ground. Hatfield keeps his composure, throws that ball up there. Receiver not able to haul that ball in. 12-7. You go back, remember this drive started inside the 1-yard line. 12 plays, 99 yards. Helped out by a couple penalties by Liberty North, but either way, to drive the ball 99 yards in a rivalry game, and there's those 22 carries for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Kevin, you asked what was it going to take to, you know, get off the snide and end this streak. It's going to take a 99-yard drive to put yourself in a position to win this game.
Kick away by Dwiggins is very short, and the ball is still live on the field. Liberty is in the area, but I think, no, North got it. And North a little late to respond, but they did cover it up. Man, they dodged a bullet there as that ball was live for too long right in front of Coach Andy Learman, as Hudson, I think, was the guy that got on it. He's the defensive star. When I first saw this, I'm thinking, why are they kicking it short? They don't want to give him good field position, but they tried to catch him off guard, I think, and not have a real returner in the area.
Well, you're coached on the pooch kick to try and find a little gap in between the up back and the front line guy and force somebody to go make a play. And, you know, again, if you don't practice those, it's a communication thing. And saw Hudson almost make that play.
Well, plenty of time now for the defending state champs. 1st and 10 from the 27. Martin to throw on first down, in trouble, and he's sacked. They'll blow it dead. They won't take him to the ground, but Coppinger coming around from the edge, the first to get there.
And Martin's fortunate enough to keep this ball. As you see Coppinger, he almost gets the strip sack here. Almost gets that ball out. You see Martin just protecting that football as he's being held up there, hoping for that whistle to blow.
Loss of 4, 2nd down and 14. Fans on the Liberty side really turning up the noise for their defense. Martin, and his pass is deflected, incomplete.
That was Bindle.
Bindle got his mitts on it. Ragland loves it. And Martin sacked. Now got a Bindle deflection, number 53, and the defense signaling to the crowd, give us more noise. 3rd down and 14. Martin gets away from the pressure momentarily, and now he's sacked back at the 20-yard line. Isaiah Hung.
Just never gave up on the play. You see Bindle kind of. That's Bindle down in the knee. It looks like he took a shot to the stomach.
We got a player down. That is Trenton Bindle. They're calling somebody to, bring some water over. But Hung, the blindside sack as Martin was trying to buy time. Bethany mentioned he's headed to South Dakota State, so he's a big-time prospect, but also a good baseball player, good wrestler.
Well, he had a lot of pressure by Liberty there, and Martin's just not able to get his eyes down the field and find anybody open as he was just kind of running for his life. Hung able to pick up that sack, and so now if you're Liberty North, you still have the 3 timeouts. I think you're still going to punt this football away, put your defense in a position to force a 3 and out. You can get off a good punt here. Force Liberty to pick up a 1st down.
Bindle had the nice deflection of the pass. We're seeing Trevor, his twin brother. There's the sacks tonight, 4 tonight for Liberty. Last one by Hung. And now 4th down punting time. Liberty has nobody really back. They're punt safe right here, and Sutton will let this one go, and this one will take a huge field turf roll and go near the 20-yard line. Another bomb by Blue Renfro.
Back-to-back 60-yard punt.
Wow.
And if you're Liberty North, that's exactly what you were looking to do. Flip the field. You've got 3 timeouts. You're telling your defense we have to have a 3 and out. Got to make sure we make the stops. Got to be sure tackle. No penalties. See if we can't get our offense the ball back with a little bit of time on the clock. Try and get a drive down the field for a game-winning touchdown. And if you're Liberty, got to make sure you're taking care of the ball. Got to make sure no stupid penalties. You know Liberty North has 3 timeouts, so you pick up 1 1st down, you're in the driver's seat.
Here's Hicks, 1st down run. And another chunk, and he's still fighting. Jackson Hicks, game's leading rusher. Over 100 and a touchdown.
Timeout.
And now the Eagles will start burning their timeouts.
Tackled by Jordan Strong.
Each team has 2 timeouts left. Next on the schedule for Liberty North, they will host Lee Summit West on the 13th. And for Liberty, they will host Raytown South next week. We head to the Kansas side, Mill Valley.
Who's in a dogfight right now
with Olathe South, huh?
35-35.
Wow, that's an interesting score there. Lee Summit North, their new head coach, in an intra-state matchup of heavyweights. That's next Friday the 13th at 7:05 on the kickoff on Spectrum News. Second down and short. Hicks again with the push and has the first down. I believe, he got it to the 29.
Timeout.
And
Liberty
North will take another timeout.
Tackled by
Not able to take the knee yet.
Nope.
Liberty North has the 1 timeout.
Should get a new set of downs.
Yeah, potentially run off about a minute 20, minute 25. Again, if you're Liberty North, you can't give up any more first downs.
Last year, your Liberty, you lost 31-7 and 33-10. You've lost 6 in a row to Liberty North. They're the defending state champs. They're the jewel of the city in football. That's all you've heard all summer. Can the Jays pull the upset tonight? Still 2.5 to go. And here's Hicks.
Jackson Hicks. Up the middle. Brought down by number 1. Jensen.
Yeah, I know it says Liberty North has 2 timeouts, but I think they're down to 1.
Yeah. Down to 1, and they're not choosing to use it here. Coach Learman, I can see him on the sidelines.
It's the hardest thing to see the clock run down, but you know at some point that it's going to run down. So, you know, if you can keep it till 3rd down.
Second down and 7. Hicks grabbed and taken down. That was Jensen. And Battaglia on the edge there. Battaglia had the interception back in the first half. Yeah, that was definitely Battaglia. Jensen was in the area, but it was Silvio that made the stop, and there's the final timeout, Johnny.
So you got 1:23 on the clock. You figure your play is going to last 45 seconds. You're going to be able to run 40 seconds off the clock. So Liberty North is able to make the stop here on 3rd down. A little bit over 30, 35 seconds will be on the game clock with no timeouts. I think your goal here for Liberty North is you make the stop and try and force Liberty into a punting situation, and then you can choose whether you want to bring pressure, if you want to try and get a return. Still a lot of football left with a minute 23.
Do you throw it here if you're...
Well, you know, with no timeouts for Liberty North, I think you run the football and you take the 40 seconds off the clock.
Hadfield.
I'm not a football coach.
Trying to go hard cadence, maybe to get a free 5. North doesn't bite, and now Liberty will take the timeout. Felt like they were trying to coax them into a defensive offsides penalty. Didn't work, so they take the timeout. And
the scoreboard still says Liberty North has 1 timeout.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we get confused with all the hydration breaks.
That's what I'm saying. They don't tell us which one it is, so it's hard to keep track of what the timeout was. Now, if Liberty North has a timeout, then I think, you know, if you're Liberty, passing the ball is definitely an option here. But if they don't have a timeout, then, you know, I think it's safe to say you want to run the football and try and get that time off the clock. My question is, does Liberty know if Liberty North has one timeout or no timeout?
Well, they just need to look at the scoreboard, and that's what the scoreboard says. So we'll go with what the press box is putting out to the fans and the media. One timeout left for each team. 1:23 to go. 3rd down and 6. Breaking free. First down and more. Jackson Hicks, and that should do it. '25 game MVP, Jackson Hicks.
41-yard run.
Seals the victory tonight for Liberty if they can snap it a few times and run off the time, and the frustration going to end for the Blue Jays.
Just shy of 200 yards on the night for Jackson Hicks. What a night for that guy. 27 for 199 and 2 TDs.
Victory formation as the North fans going to make the short trip home, but it's been since 2020. One more yard. He's got a 200-yard night. Final timeout by North. But on 3rd down and 6, Hicks breaks it. And the fans starting to celebrate. You've lost 6 in a row to Liberty North. Liberty North, the pride of the city with their state championship. Week 1, you go out and go to Lee Summit and turn the ball over 5 times and lose a ball game. And confidence could be lost, but the Blue Jays stayed the course. They went with their bread and butter, their running game, and Jackson Hicks and Hadfield delivered, their offensive line delivered. Big night for Coach Freegon.
One more snap of the football. Make sure that clock gets under the 40-yard or 40-second mark, and then got one more kneel down.
0 for 3 in the red zone in the first half. Jackson Hicks, 13-yard touchdown run, is the game winner. 4:28 mark, 4th quarter. And start the celebration. First win since 2020. The defending champs' win streak is over at 14. Their win streak against the Blue Jays ends at 6. Big Blue, the Blue Jays, victorious 12-7 in week 2. And we're back with High V postgame. Blue Jays with the upset tonight at home. Well, let the celebration begin for the baby blue Liberty Blue Jays in their new uniforms as they upset the defending state champs, end their win streak at 14 and win their first game against Liberty North since 2020 as they celebrate with their student section as Bethany has the winning coach tonight.
Win after several years. How's it feel?
Feels great. I'm proud of how our kids came out and played that second half. It wasn't easy at all. It's a great football team.
A defensive battle most of that game, but you found success offensively, continuing to run the ball through Jackson Hicks. 199 yards, 2 touchdowns tonight.
All 150 pounds of him. He runs tough. And that last drive, that 99-yard drive, you know, we challenged him coming out of there, and our first thing was just get it out so we get a first down, and then we kept building on it. So great drive for our kids.
What does this mean for the community? It's been a while.
It has been a while, and we're lucky. We're such a great community with both of our schools and both programs and all the support we get in this town of Liberty.
Okay, well, congratulations, Coach. Go enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Johnny, your final thought. A 99-yard drive capped by a touchdown run by Jackson Hicks.
Yeah, and if there's a guy that was going to end the game, it was going to be Jackson Hicks. You know, kid came out, ran his butt off. We knew who was going to get the ball. Everybody in the crowd knew who was going to get the ball, and he still was able to deliver. But what a game. Respect for both sides. I think both coaching staffs are going to, you know, take a lot from this and build on it, and this game's only going to come back and help both teams down the stretch.
Red delivered tonight. Special thanks to our school ADs, Jason Cahill of Liberty and Mike Sharp, the principal, and Dave McDormand, the new AD there at North. Thanks to the coaches, Coach Learman and Freegon, and our producer, Joe Novacek. For Johnny Beck, Bethany Bowman, our entire Spectrum News crew, Kevin White saying so long from Liberty as the Jays pull off the upset in Week 2.